Hey everybody, Steve here with a disturbing message that I want to share with all of you. I received this message from Eli for Poker. He's a subscriber to this channel, and he left a comment asking me if I had a TikTok account. And I said, no, I don't have a TikTok account. I've never even been to the TikTok website or whatever it is, an app, or I don't know. I don't use TikTok. I don't think I've ever seen a TikTok video, at least not on purpose, and I've never made a TikTok video, and I don't have a TikTok channel. So he said, well, someone has created a TikTok channel called the Graveyard Channel. It has my picture and all of my videos on it. And so he said, just wanted to give you a heads up that someone has stolen your channel and duplicated it and put it on TikTok as their own channel. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I actually then since I've never been to TikTok and I don't have a TikTok account and I don't want a TikTok account because of all the horrible things I've heard about them being owned by a Chinese company. And apparently, from what I've read and heard, if you have a TikTok account, you might be opening up your personal information to being used in ways that you might not want it to be used. So I just stay away from TikTok. I've just heard too many negative things about it. And I'm old. I think TikTok is mostly for kids, mostly for younger people. So I Googled it and I found TikTok. In fact, I Googled my TikTok channel, the Graveyard Channel, and sure enough, it came up with my photo. Everything had just been taken from my YouTube channel and duplicated on TikTok. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's not me if you happen to use TikTok. I'm guessing, a lot of you are my age and you probably don't use TikTok either and you've probably never even noticed. And so Eli's probably a younger viewer. So if you do happen to see this TikTok channel, just know that it's not mine. So if they start posting things that are things that don't sound like me, don't sound like things that I would do or say, it's because it's not me. And I was able to report them on TikTok without signing up for an account. I don't know if anything will happen with that, anything will come with that. I Googled it, and apparently it's very common where TikTokers will just steal videos from other people from YouTube and just create a TikTok channel saying that it's theirs. And I'm not sure TikTok does anything about it or really cares about it. I don't know. I don't know anything about TikTok, but when I reported it, they didn't say anything like, give us your information so we can let you know it's been resolved or whatever. And I haven't been back since. So I'm going to take a look. And if any of you are on TikTok and you want to report them, if there's a way to do that, yeah, please do that. I'd appreciate that. And I mentioned that to Eli as well. I said, if you don't mind, since you are on TikTok, if you could let TikTok know that this is a fake account that doesn't belong to them. Now, there's one thing in YouTube where YouTube does allow creators of the YouTube accounts, I don't know if you can use it in other places other than YouTube, where you can take like a little snippet from a YouTuber's video and then create a short with it on YouTube. So maybe, if there's a 10-minute or half-hour long video on YouTube, as long as you check the box that it's okay for others to use like a little snippet, then YouTube allows them to do that, and that's perfectly legitimate because they're not saying it's theirs, they're just using a snippet. And the same thing with channels where they're like review channels, or what are they called, where people watch other people's videos and they comment on them. I forget, there's a name for that. I forget what it's called, but that's fine too, because they'll show little snippets or sometimes even very long clips of your videos, but they make it clear that it's not their video, they're just commenting on your video. So they're not stealing your video, they're just reviewing your video or commenting on your video, and that's fine. It's still your video and they're not claiming it's theirs. So anyway, just wanted to let you know, it's just one of the many things you have to deal with as a YouTuber or as a person who's on social media. There's just lots of bad actors out there. There's just lots of people out there that either don't know better or they don't care if they steal your videos and your information and post it as theirs. Obviously, I can't believe anyone doesn't know that that's not something you're allowed to do, that you can't just create some, duplicate somebody else's website and say it's yours. That's obviously someone who's a hacker or a scammer or just trying to make money on someone else's videos. So I'll keep you posted, and if any of you have any advice or any information, if this has happened to you or anyone else you know, let me know. Keep me posted. So at this point, I don't think there's really much I can do other than just turn them into TikTok. Then TikTok can decide what they're going to do about it, if anything. So just wanted to give you a heads up, just so you're not fooled into thinking that it's me. The only channel I just have YouTube, and the only social media I do really is YouTube. And I have 2 YouTube channels. I have the Graveyard channel, and I have The Retired Life with Steve. I know a lot of you don't realize that I have 2 channels, so I'll put the links to both YouTube channels down below in the comments section. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. And thank you, Eli, especially. I appreciate you giving me a heads up and letting me know that this other fake channel out there exists that I had no clue about. So I'll look forward to seeing you again next time on this channel, as long as it still exists and hasn't been taken over or pirated or taken down. I guess it's just the chances you take on social media. You just never know these days what's going to happen, if your channel's going to even be there the next time you log in. So fingers crossed that YouTube is a lot more secure than TikTok. So far it seems to be, so we'll see. All right, see you all next time.